6:23 on your Saturday morning, and it's now time for our Healthy Living segment with personal trainer and general manager Eric Stratman from CrossFit Eng in Cape Coral. Now this morning, he's getting us more on functional movements and why these exercises are so crucial for our bodies. Eric, I want to say hello and good morning. I just want to say, what exactly is functional fitness?
Well, thanks so much for having us. And yeah, I got one of our top trainers here, Pierre, with me today to help me out. So we're going through functional movement because it is, that term that's loosely thrown around, but what actually is it? And as Pierre's going to demo right now, like, what is this, a case of water, right? He's going to pick it up. Like, we wouldn't think that, how important it is to be able to do that. Or if you're doing an air squat, or if you're, helping out your kids, you got to change a diaper, you got to, whether that's in a squat position or you're doing a lunge with them. I mean, there's so many different, positions that we find ourselves in. Oh, and, whether you got to put the water on your shoulder, but really functional fitness means that, does it translate to functional movements, things we do every single day? Because there's so many times we find ourselves doing isolative exercises, and that's what we're, coached in the gym to do, instead of doing things that our body needs to do. So if Pierre's going to demo a burpee, looking something very simple, I know you've experienced these here, but doing a couple of these reps, you can see that this is what the, life, falling down and getting back up. But how many people have an issue doing that? So you can see that he's able to get down on one knee, step back up, and that is a variation of just doing a burpee. We could take all of these movements and look at how important it is to be functional every single day, but is what you're doing every day making you more functional, and how much more that can bring to your life, to your ability, to your family, because you're staying functional through all the exercises you're doing. Are you actually repeating movements that you're going to do in real life?
Now, Eric, one of the big things too, we're talking about functional fitness, whether or not you're doing burpees in between commercial breaks, you're putting your feet up on your bed and you're doing some push-ups. It's what you can functionally fit into your day throughout the day to make sure that you're getting your exercise. Is this something that you recommend people focusing on as we approach the new year, especially if they're uncomfortable getting back into the gyms?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a great question. And talking about how they should approach it is, this is something that's going to actually burn more calories. As you saw, if Pierre does, he's going to run through 3 burpees, 3 squats, and 3 push-ups. We're going to see that he's moving well with this, but this is all functional movement. It's body weight. You can see how much equipment he's using. He's going through these burpees that, again, falling down, getting back up, air squats. How many times do you get in and out of a chair every day or off your bed in the morning and have to have good range of motion? Then even moving into a push-up where we see ourselves that we're needing to do this movement because we find ourselves that we're laying down flat. How are we getting up, and are we able to do it without hurting ourselves? Because too often we try to do a functional movement, and you can see how he's scaling these, like pick up a.
So we, of course, always want to thank Eric Stratman.
We're really excited about showing you guys what functional movement is.
Oh, of course, yeah, and of course, we said it. We want to thank Eric and, of course, Pierre for joining us. The first time Pierre showed us some movements here on ABC7's More in the Morning, talking about functional movement, functional fitness, and how you can incorporate that inside your home pretty much anytime, any day of the year. Time now for our Healthy Living segment with personal trainer and general manager Eric Stratman from CrossFit Eng in Cape Coral. Now this morning, he's getting us more on functional movements and why these exercises are so crucial for our bodies. And with that, Eric, I want to say hello and good morning. And you have a guest with you this morning, right? You brought in one of the personal trainers.
Yes. Yeah, we're not messing around. We got one of our top guys here, Pierre, helping us out today. We want to, we led off the last segment with talking about functional fitness, and you were asking about how those, movements are going to benefit moving into the holidays. We want to have very efficient workouts. If you can work out for 10 or 15 minutes, great. We want to get into it. And then we also want to show that there is so much variability and scalability to these workouts. And we're going to have Pierre actually go through and show you. So typical box jump, plyometrics, right? everybody does this, right? Everybody's able to jump on a 24-inch box. Not really. It's not actually going to happen. We have that, and our scale would be a box. When you look at being able to step on a smaller, box, a lower height, it's something that allows everybody to be able to do it. Now, we look at the shoulder to overhead movement, right? We always have to press something overhead, and you're seeing this beast is getting a handstand push-up done. I know everybody does these in their living room, right? This is highest level, but if we look at that same movement and we want to scale that, we're going to look at pressing with a dumbbell or even using hip to do a push press. Then we look at, what is CrossFit is a traditional movement, is a clean and jerk, barbell, very high skill movement. And you're seeing that he's moving this load without an issue. But then the scale to that is we have a 10-pound plate that's going ground to overhead. So we're showing that you're able to do all of these movements that are, no matter what your fitness capability is, what your experience is. And then even looking at, say, we have a medicine ball, 50-pound medicine ball, he's going ground to over shoulder. But how does that translate to real life, right? You've never been at the picnic or the barbecue, well, maybe not this year with the Rona, but have to take a case of water across the park and be able to know that you can move well. But we just want to encourage everybody that just start where you are, be able to know that you can accomplish any workout. It's just working within your capability.
How important is it, Eric, to make sure, of course, if you're uncomfortable going into the gym, maybe it's the holiday season, you're a little bit busier, you don't find the time to get in there. How important is it to get some of these functional movements and some of these functional exercises into your daily routine as we approach the new year? A lot of people are going to say, hey, 2021, new me. I want to get as healthy as possible. And does it start now? Does it start the weeks before we get into the new year with these functional movements?
That's a great question. Moving into functional movements, yes, you should start implementing them into every workout because you're actually able to burn more calories, whether it's a clean and jerk, box jump, burpees that we were showing earlier, that allow you to burn a lot more calories in a shorter period of time. So even if you only have 5 or 10 minutes, you can get in a workout. And yes, taking that time to get that 5 or 10 minute workout now, you see how this guy's built, right? He's not taking any breaks for the holidays. So this allows you to stay consistent and build that momentum so you're not starting at square one, 15 pounds heavier on January 1st. Maybe you gained a couple pounds, but you already have momentum because you've continued to work out through the holiday season.
Of course, we want to thank Eric Stratman with Cape Coral, or ENG Cape Coral, CrossFit ENG in Cape Coral. There we go. And Pierre, I was a little focused there. He was doing the push-ups, the handstand push-ups just reminded me of what I was doing.